Hey, Luke of All Trades here. Have you seen those Royal Caribbean ads with this big pod looking thing on top of the ship and wondered what's that like to go on? Did you know you can go on it for free? Let me tell you how to do that and show you what the experience is like. The North Star is this observation pod that lives up at the top of the ship. So if you want to go on it, head up to deck 15 and you'll see all these little instructions and warnings and guidelines and rules. Check those out, and if it still sounds good to you, you can book a time through the app, and then you'll go to the meeting place, which will be at the North Star Bar. It was kind of chilly when we were there, so you can see it wasn't really busy as a bar. And there's some signage that you'll see that makes it easy to find. It's generally about a 15-minute experience if you do the free version. And they say the paid version is 16 minutes. I don't know if that's just a placeholder or how that works, but I think that's mostly because of when you do it, not how long the ride is. Since they always test the North Star before having any guests on board, you'll probably see it coming down around the time that you're supposed to meet up for your ride. They only allow 8 guests on board at a time, and they always fill up. You'll need to weigh in because they have a weight limit of 300 pounds per guest, but I don't remember there being any other waivers to sign. Then you'll head upstairs and get into the pod. This is where it starts to get exciting. We were in Alaska on our trip, so we were really looking forward to seeing some good views from 300 feet above the ocean. The pod begins to slowly lift, and it's actually so slow that I couldn't even feel us moving. Maybe if you paid the $40 to ride it while it's on the open ocean, you'd feel it moving, but I didn't feel it while we were docked in port. Anyway, the pod raises up, moves you side to side a bit, and again, I couldn't feel this happening at all. I have to stress that I am not very good with heights, and even with that being the case, this was not a problem for me at all. It is completely enclosed, everything seemed very safe, and I think the lack of any sort of movement really made me feel safe. I noticed that the same person who ran my iFly experience also ran my North Star experience, so that's kind of a funny coincidence and really shows you how busy the staff on the ship are, especially in these entertainment areas. Once you go up in the air, you basically just look around and enjoy the sights from way up in the air. Due to the reflective nature of the protective glass, you may not get amazing pictures from up here. It can be a little tricky. It really just depends on the lighting and if the sun is out and what kind of camera you have and what zoom level you're at and a bunch of different factors. There was also water on the pod from rain, so our views weren't completely unobstructed and it was hard to get really clear pictures. So enjoy the view, but don't worry about pictures too much. Even the snapshots you get will be great. After about 10 minutes up in the pod, it slowly began to lower, and again, it was a very smooth ride. I could not feel it. I just could tell by looking that we were moving down. My big tip is you'll need to carefully check the app to see if you can reserve a time that's free, and those will always be on days when the ship is in port. If the ship is out in the middle of the ocean or sailing near a glacier or something, it will cost money. The spots don't open up very far in advance, so just check periodically, maybe the night before you're going to be in port or the morning of, and try to find an open spot that works with your schedule. Good luck! I've got a lot more videos on my channel about different activities I've done on cruise ships and excursions I've gone on. You can see a few of those popping up now. Take a look at those and subscribe to my channel to keep up with all my future cruise adventures. As always, stay curious and have a good one.